Hello everyone, ObiVanDamme here and welcome to Let's Play Planet Crafter, a survival crafting game where we are going to terraform an entire barren planet that looks basically like what you can see here in the main menu into a habitable world similar to Earth. I recently discovered this game a while back. There is currently a demo available where you can terraform up to a value of 200 terraforming index, which is shortly after the first milestone. But we will see this in the playthrough as well. I started a new game. It's called Survival 2. Everything is on standard. It has 0 terraforming index, so that's a brand new game that we are going to start right here. Let's get started. I played the demo, I finished it, and now here we go. So this is the planet. You can see everything looks pretty, well, as you would expect, pretty barren. We do have some material in our container, some space food, some oxygen, and 2 water bottles. And you can see in the top left corner there are some things that the game wants us to start with. This is our crafting station. And the first thing we need to do is create a backpack and create an oxygen tank. And for that we are going to need 3 iron, 2 cobalt and 2 magnesium in total, and that's exactly what we are going to do. We'll grab that. So here we go. We have 1 iron. Just run up to the thing you want to grab and left click. It's pretty standard. Kind of like, I think it looks a little bit like Subnautica. But, well, a little easier. Well, not a little. It is easier because there are no enemies. I think I can spoil that. It's a pure building game, which is very nice and very relaxing, to be honest, because most of these games, well, some of you might like the challenge, and it is something, yeah, that is definitely enjoyable in sometimes if you have enemies and need to worry about well, to actually survive. But in this game the only thing that kills you is the lack of oxygen and heights, of course. If you drop a huge height you will also die. Dying is not permanent. If you die you will lose a portion of your inventory and spawn at the capsule, and that's it. So it's more of a relaxing game. And I just realized that we need 2 more things. We need the microchip for construction, and we also might need the microchip for deconstruction later. So we are going to craft both of these. So we need 3 silicon and 3 magnesium. And then, now it should be silicon. We can start crafting. Silicon, magnesium. How much space do we have? Yeah, we are going to need lots of iron, so we can grab all the iron while we are walking around here. The game is not just about building and terraforming, it's also a lot about exploring. So you will see that in a second. I think we need some titanium too. That we will not be able to terraform the entire planet with just these few minerals that are lying around. So we have to explore the world. You can see there's a canyon over there that we can explore. Up the hill, there's something behind that hill that I'm not going to spoil right now. And you can see back in the distance, I think there's something, yeah, there's a way to zoom in, but I forgot how. There's a wreckage of a spaceship that we are going to explore. That's the first exploration location we will visit. So let's build the construction microchip, and let's build the deconstruction microchip. Equip both of them, and now we can start building the base. So you press Q and then you have all the options available right here. So you can see we can build living compartments, doors, ladders, lamps, and foundation grids. That's just scaffolding where you can build on top of, just to get an even flat ground. Crafting station 2, which allows us to craft more advanced machineries than the basic one in the command capsule. A veggie tube, which raises oxygen, a drill, which will release gases trapped in the ground and increase the pressure of the atmosphere, a wind turbine for energy, and a heater. So with these three machines, veggie tubes, drills, and heaters, we will be able to increase the three global parameters of the terraforming process, which is oxygen, pressure, and heat, at least in the beginning. As I said, there are multiple stages of terraforming, and but we will start with these. But the first thing we need is build a living compartment. We'll need 2 iron, 1 titanium, and then titanium, silicon, and iron. So 2 more iron and 1 silicon, and then we will have a basic living compartment. So we have 1 more iron. There's another one. And then we need 1 silicon for the door. There's more iron. Iron is usually the only thing, at least in my experience, the only thing worth grabbing on your way all the time, because iron is used for basically everything. And other than that, most of the stuff you can see is lying around anyways. And some of this will also respawn in a very, well, survival space gamey way. We'll see that maybe in this episode, we'll see. And all the other stuff usually is not worth stockpiling, kind of like in Subnautica, because as you can see, inventory space is very limited. So only grab what you really need, or what you might need in a short while, and that's it. There's usually no incentive to build huge stockpiles. Do we have some additional iron? We do. So I would like to start the main base, kind of like, not the main base, this is just the starter base. We'll build the main base in a different location, but we will start with a tiny base somewhere around here. Just 3 foundations like that, a ladder, well, not a ladder, it's a stair. Can rotate it, and then hopefully we'll be able to attach it here. So the building system is really solid. So as you can see, there was this item set that told us that the items are connected. So if you get the rough direction correct, this will snap in place, and you will see this white icon in the center. The building system feels pretty good so far. At least that's what I can tell. So let's see. I want to place that right. No, not right there. That's why I usually want to have the deconstruction option immediately, only low on oxygen. Because, well, as I said, it is pretty good, but if you want to precisely position something that is relatively big and near to you, it might be a little bit fuzzy. So let's try again. Living compartment. I want that to center on top of this. Well, maybe it's easier from this side. I want this to be centered on top of the foundation, but hang over the edge a little bit. So low power. Did this work? No, not quite. Almost. Almost did it. A little bit to the left. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, it is still, yeah, it is fine. I think that's it. Oh, no, it's too near to the... Well, maybe it's easier if we just add another one of these. And now we lack iron, which is not a problem because there is enough of that right here. Low oxygen. Let's try to finish that, and we can just go inside of the living compartment. Like this. And then, oh, I'm missing the iron again. Okay, now we need to run. Whew, that was close. Okay, that was really close. Closer than I expected. Okay. But I think we now finally got our base. So let's do this. Let's add a door in here. And this compartment will automatically refill your oxygen. So this, even if the base does not have power, as it does right now, it will still refill your oxygen. And we can grab some ice, maybe just 2 of these, And then the next thing is the crafting station. So I want the crafting station, iron and silicon. And then we need some power. So let's grab some more iron. Like this. The game starts pretty slowly, but once you start the terraforming process, it will start to speed up quite substantially. Let's grab all of that and then deconstruct the box. I usually like to deconstruct boxes so I know that I already visited them. So these loot boxes are scattered all around the planet. And there are even some golden ones. I found one golden one, and these usually have pretty decent loot. So let's go inside really quick to refill oxygen. I want to have the the crafting station needs silicon. Stupid me. Where is their silicon? Oh, inventory is full. Damn it. Let's eat something real quick. Get this. Okay, so now we have this in place. Yeah, hydration is low. That's why we grab the ice. So now let's build some wind turbines. And as far as I know, the energy, so you can see, generates energy that powers all machines on the planet. I'm not sure if these actually have a range. So I guess, based on my experience in the demo, you can just place power, wind turbines, and there will also be more power options later, like solar panels. You can place them wherever you like, and they will power the entire base. So now we have that. Let's build a crafting station right next to the door. We need this quite frequently. Let's do this. Do we have titanium? No, we don't. But now we can craft water bottles like that, which is pretty good. Okay, so now the game wants us to craft a bit more stuff. I like to start with a table, and we need 2 screens, or we can basically build all of these screens to get all the information that we need at the moment. The game only wants us to craft 2 of these. I don't know why. It doesn't want us to craft the electricity panel or electricity screen. It's still not centered. What's wrong with me? Well, it's centered enough. So let's see. We need 1 iron, 2 iron, 3 iron. We already have 1 cobalt, 3 iron, and 3 silicon. Well, it's starting to get dark. We don't have the lamp yet. This is also something you need to craft. You basically need to craft everything. So you need we need some space for the titanium, not the titanium, the silicon. You need to craft your compass. You need to craft extended inventory space, extended oxygen. So everything needs to be crafted except for really this this first item that I'm holding, this multi tool. Okay, there's 1 more silicon. Magnesium, that should be silicon. Like that. There's the base. If we grab 1 or 2 more titanium, yeah, oxygen levels is low. That's iron. Is there some titanium lying around? Let's refill oxygen. And let's just place the screen. So we have the terraforming screen that goes right in the center, the big one. We have the blueprint screen. That's the screen that is used to unlock more blueprints, and where you can see what requirements you have for unlocking some other stuff. So there are 2 ways to unlock blueprints. You can either find blueprint microchips, you can see, and then you can decode them, and this will unlock equipment, like boots that will increase your running speed and stuff like that. And then you have these blueprints right here, and you can see there are actually a lot of these. I don't want to spoil all of them, but there's a lot of stuff to unlock, and this is based on your terraforming performance. So if you reach increase pressure, increase heat, increase oxygen, or increase terraforming in total, which is the sum of these three, you will unlock new stuff. And the electricity screen, we can see we have 5 wind turbines, so these will produce 6 kilowatts of power. And then we can use that power to build all of the other items we need. So we need 1 more magnesium for the veggie tube, titanium for the drill, and iridium for the heater. And iridium is one of the ores that is not handily available like the other ones. It is available on the ground as well, but not in the starting area. So we have to look through, for example, these boxes, and sometimes they contain titanium, but these do not. Iridium, I mean. What else do we need? Let's see. We need magnesium. So let's take magnesium with us. And now we can build the drill and the veggie tube, but we can't build the heater yet. But that's fine. So let's see. We now have all we need. Let's put down the drill relatively near the base. Like, I don't know, maybe right here. So you can see drill is working, and in the top right corner you can see the terraforming index is now going up because we are now producing 0.2 nanopascal per second, I think. So it's not much, but it's something. Next we need the veggie tube, and for some reason, I don't know why, the veggie tube, which is the one that produces oxygen, can only be built inside. I'm not sure if that is why they chose to do it that way. It makes sense to produce oxygen in your base because the base will refill it, but that's something the base will do anyways. So you need a lot of interior space to be able to house all of your veggie tubes, because you can get quite a few of them. I think the veggie tube 3, third version of it, that can be built outside, but not the other ones. Not the first one, and also not the second one. But it's just something to keep in mind. So the base can get quite big, and as I said, this is just the starter base. Because we don't want to travel large distances in the beginning, but we will change location of that one. Maybe you can already guess why if you look at the surrounding and know what the task of the game is, which is to terraform this planet, why this particular area is not the best idea. Let me know in the comments if you have an idea why that is the case. So let's add another one. You can see these will connect automatically, so we now have more space inside, and I hope I have iron available. I do. So now we have the veggie tube, and now we have to quickly go back to the command capsule, because as you might remember, there is this seed inside, and this seed can be used or these seeds are needed to produce oxygen. So these will go inside the veggie tubes, and then a plant will grow inside like this. You can see the tiny plant in here, and this will now start to produce oxygen. So you can see now oxygen and pressure is going up, which is lovely. So now what are we going to do next? This can be used to grow food. So at the moment we have some space food available. That's something that we found in the chest, and yeah, in some of these chests they had space food, and we will rely on that for quite a while. But at some point we will be able to grow our own food on the planet. We cannot. Let's see. We have too much stuff with us. Let's drink one of these bottles, and yeah, I think we just need 1 iron to create a box. So there's another loot box right there. I'm not sure if we already investigated that. No. Yeah, we were here before, but we didn't pick up everything. So now we have the iron. We can start with a tiny storage room. Just for the essentials like life support, all of that. Stuff that is not lying around on the ground all the time. So we'll build one of this. Let's call it food. And then we'll place... control is the utility key of the game. If you hold control and then do various things, it will do various quality of life things, like control clicking in the inventory will transfer all items of the same type between containers. If you are building something, which I can't at the moment because I don't have any of the material available, but if you build something and hold control, you can rotate by 90 degrees, and also holding control and placing an item will allow you to place another one of the same item if you still have the required material. So yeah, whenever you do something and hold control, it works better, basically. So here you can see this is our tiny plant. And with our tiny plant in place and terraforming almost at 70, we will call this an episode. So we are already 20 minutes in. Let me know what you think about the game, and also let me know what you think why we should not build a base in here. And then in the next episode, we are going to explore this wreckage over here, because that's where we are going to find iridium. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.